himself up, trying to take control of this triple threat match. Critical moment here.
And CM Punk down in the middle of the ring. This dream WrestleMania main event may be about to turn into a nightmare.
And Roman Reigns is about to turn CM Punk's lights out at the Showcase of the Immortals. The guillotine is cinched in.
Will Punk tap out? Is Punk going to tap out? Remember, the ropes will not force a break here, but what a counter by Punk into the jackknife cover, and Reigns has to kick out.
A much-needed way out of jail just in time, and the transition now.
Anaconda Vice cinched in. Reigns is in trouble. Punk squeezing with everything in his being.
And Rollins now saving the matchup for himself as he looks to turn Punk on his belly and going for a sharpshooter here.
And now locked in, a tap out here for CM Punk. Ends the entire thing, surely now. Seth Rollins closing in on victory, but denied by Roman Reigns.
And now Reigns to Rollins into the guillotine.
Rollins now in jeopardy. Can the Visionary fight his way out? Look at the power from Seth. Northern Lights suplex.
A cover, and a kick out.
Transition once again from Roman Reigns back into that choke, but a stomp from CM Punk breaks it up. Wait up, Cole.
Go to sleep by Punk to GTS for the victory. Hook to the leg. Isn't it up? And a kick out at 2.
How on earth did Rollins find the will to survive?
And Heyman, wow, look at him.
The wise man distraught on the outside of the ring, understandably so.
Saw his man so close to victory there, but denied by a late kick out.
And now CM Punk, the only man standing, 12 years after his last WrestleMania match.
Oh yeah, from the top, CM Punk with the elbow. Leaning him against the turnbuckle right here.
Brutal knee strike.
Oh, an absolutely disrespectful act of aggression.
And Punk looking to gain control with a kick to the midsection, but Rollins still in this match.
While Rollins looking to break up this apparent GTS attempt, and does so, but right back into the line of fire himself.
Bang!
GTS connects.
Spear by Reigns.
Stop by Rollins. All 3 men down. Critical moment in this match.
Oh my, what absolute chaos and bedlam inside the ring. If one man can get a cover here, it may be over. Oh.
Paul Heyman, of course, out here with this loose alliance with Punk, his quote-unquote friend. Of course, he has the history with Reigns, and now he gives the tear to Punk.
Heyman showing his true colors tonight.
That favor called in by CM Punk about to pay dividends here. No disqualifications in this kind of match.
And Punk stalking Reigns, and a low blow by Heyman. What the hell? Roman Reigns' life was passing before his eyes, and now Heyman going to offer the chair to the tribal chief.
Bow down at the feet of the tribal chief. You have to think this was the plan all along to take out CM Punk.
And now Reigns, chair in hand. Boom!
Yeah, that didn't end up being the WrestleMania main event that I had dreamed about for years. How do you people agree to this? How do you even come up with this? Who in their right minds thinks, hey, let's drag someone to their worst moments to relive them? What kind of masochistic grease to it? Why would anyone want that? I saw what you did to John Cena a few years ago, making him relive loss after loss after loss, and then having him face the camera and say that those moments made him better for it. No, I always figured that if a CM Punk showcase was ever pitched, I'd politely tell them to take a hike. But then I saw what was done for Paul Heyman last year, what was done for the whole Bloodline dynasty. Suddenly it wasn't just reliving history, it was rewriting it. Instead of trying to take something positive from those losses, Heyman did what he always does and spins it into a victory by literally rewriting history. Well, if he can do it, I can do it better. Using what 2K calls slingshot technology, we can take any what-if dream you've ever had and make it a reality. Dream matches, ripple effects, righting wrongs, and changing history. That's what CM Punk has always been about.
Ja, und damit herzlich willkommen zum Showcase-Mode bei WWE 2K26. Und zwar beim CM Punk Showcase. Ich bin gespannt und wir legen direkt los. Wie ist die Showcase-Spiel? Geschichte. Nehmen wir die Geschichte. Stier bei den Hörnern packen.
My first couple of years with WWE were a whirlwind. I was ECW champion, a team with DX at the Survivor Series, and I finally made it to WrestleMania. I won Money in the Bank at WrestleMania 24, which led to what I consider, what most consider, to be the best cash-in of all time.
CM Punk has done it! Mr. Money in the Bank has become Mr. World Champion!
This upset a lot of people, including my old friend JBL. JBL didn't like a thing about me, how I looked, how I talked, how I wrestled, music choice. Everything about me bothered him. And he saw SummerSlam as his opportunity to declare to the world that CM Punk does not belong. JBL thrives when he can strong-arm somebody, a true tyrant who takes great pleasure in badgering anyone who sees beneath him. I had no illusions that this was going to be an easy fight. My only plan was to hit him as hard as I could and beat the respect into him at SummerSlam. Now go put JBL in his place. Avoid the clothesline if you can. And let's make sure JBL feels like he's been sent to hell.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Michael Cole coming to you alongside Corey Graves and Wade Barrett, live from SummerSlam. CM Punk, who captured his first World Heavyweight Championship just 7 weeks ago, is set for his biggest title defense yet.
Cole, why are you focusing so much on Punk when we are in the midst of the wrestling god? And our next World Heavyweight Champion, John Bradshaw Layfield. JBL has the look of a champion, the entrance of a champion, and he may be minutes away from becoming a champion.
JBL telling Punk last week that fairy tales aren't real, that midnight will strike here tonight at SummerSlam.
Talk about Cinderella. JBL's been calling Punk Cindy lately.
Die Limousine sieht echt scheiße aus. Und hier denkt ihr mit dem Hut gerade, die Haare da auf und wegkloppen. Naja. Ich meckert hier schon wieder rum an der Grafik. Aber für PlayStation 5? Naja. Naja. Lassen wir das mal so stehen.
JBL, the longest reigning champion in SmackDown history, hopes to add the world title to his collection tonight. He's had great success over the years here at SummerSlam.
auf einmal ist die Jacke weg. Ich will nichts mehr ausziehen können.
Here's the man who won the title at the end of June when he cashed in Money in the Bank in a surprise on Monday Night Raw. CM Punk, the underdog who has had uphill battles ever since winning the World Heavyweight Championship, has held on to that championship and he's worn it proudly. CM Punk fans have been saying CM Punk is not a so-called transition, and that's what Punk hopes to prove tonight.
JBL has called Punk a transitional champion, and worse, this is another top test for Punk here at SummerSlam.
Jetzt schauen wir mal, wie ich mich schlage.
Introducing the challenger from New York City, weighing in at 290 pounds, John Bradshaw Layfield, JBL. And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 222 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk.
That's what it's all about, folks. The World Heavyweight Championship. A prize worth fighting for.
CM Punk is a champion who lives by his own rules. In the lead-up to this match tonight, Punk has refused to give in to JBL's intimidation tactics.
Oh, in the words of CM Punk, sometimes it's what you don't do that makes you who you are. But I think Punk's defiance has only angered JBL even further.
And that could be a grave mistake. A fired-up and furious JBL is not something you want to deal with. Mess with the bull, and you get the horns.
And now propped up in the corner. And JBL has gone so far as to call Punk a transitional champion. A fluke. Cobra clutch.
The Cobra clutch is in.
Wrenching in the submission even tighter. We could see him tap at any moment now.
Yeah, he needs to figure out a way out of this hold.
Punk in a bad spot here. Can he? Yes, he's free.
Bam! Well-placed calf kick. One thing Punk certainly doesn't have here is the experience advantage. JBL had the longest championship reign.
Up high. Wow! Cross body!
The champion is willing to take every risk tonight. Over the top and lands awkwardly outside.
Wants to finish this.
From the top. Good Lord! Taking flight.
There was no sense in that. It was all adrenaline. JBL really wants to put Punk in his place tonight. Wants to snap Punk out of this Cinderella fairy tale he's living. Wants the world title to be represented by a real man once again.
Well, Punk's claiming he's earned this dream to be at SummerSlam and defend the championship to prove that he is a man. A win tonight would be a crowning from the top, through the air, and connects. From ring post to ringside, risking it all paid off.
Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the officials' count. And now thrown back into the ring.
Oh, the DDT delivered.
Punk prides himself in being
Highly competitive match. Punk defending the championship. JBL whipped into the corner, and there's the vintage running knee by Punk.
What a shocking victory this could be for the young up-and-comer CM Punk, but denied by JBL.
Bradshaw just too powerful for Punk, and now the wrestling god teeing off.
Yeah, JBL doing what he does best. Manhandling his opponent. And JBL not too comfortable on the ropes, but going up there anyway.
Gotta do something here to put CM Punk away, and that may well do it, but it looks like JBL injured himself in the process.
Both men down, the official counting away here. First man to his feet could gain the advantage in the matchup. JBL looks like he's gonna just crawl to the cover. Shoulders are down. Punk kicks out.
And a late kick out there from CM Punk. Just enough gas left in the tank, and you can see the cogs whirring behind the eyes of JBL.
JBL looking to end it all here with a clothesline from hell.
Punk dodges out in time.
Cover. New champ incoming.
He breaks the ref's count before two.
His opponent has to be absolutely frustrated right now.
Oh, punch after punch after punch. Going for the pin. Title on the line. The champion with a quick show.
Was soll ich jetzt machen? JBL hat zwar vergeigt und sieht echt erledigt aus. Beweise, dass du der Champion bist, verdient des Rings per Pin oder Aufgabemove besiegst. Wischt JBL das Grinsen aus dem Gesicht mit einem perfekt platzierten Knie für ein Go-to-Sleep.
Shows that this is still anybody's match at this point.
He turns it.
Punk now with a quick duck under, and a Uranagi converts it into the Anaconda Vice.
After everything he's been through, will he give in right now? And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
Connecting on the DDT. Running knee. And that's the kind of bullying offense JBL is known for.
No, piercing the sternum. Getting up on wobbly legs, but he'll soon be put back down.
Oh, what a chop. And now tying up the leg.
Trying to work the leg here.
Things now not going well for CM Punk.
JBL isn't pulling any punches here against CM Punk.
And Punk now lifting his opponent up. And back GTS connects. And that is exactly how a champion stays a champion.
He's done it. CM Punk retains.
Here is your winner, and still the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk.
Ladies ladies and gentlemen, you just have to get used to this. Once again, CM Punk has silenced the critics, proven himself as a champion.
This was a must-win title defense for Punk, and like you said, now everyone knows the champ is no easy target.